I was going back in time in the last many years, and usually I am connected with everyone in many different ways, always, with every single person, in every single contact. I'm connected in much more than one way. And with my friends, family, whatever, I can be months, not months, but days or weeks not knowing from each other. For me, everything is like it is yesterday with everyone, but I cannot be connected at those levels with every single person. And these people, all of them, they think they know how intense it can be when we meet, and then it's a pause. And it happened with the positive vibes for these people, or even for the negative vibes for these people, because there were several cases, like 3 or 4 times, or even more, probably in all my life. But I remember now 4 in the last years. And one was connect with me because the way I was moderating a group that I created, and it was already a Wonderland group. And people, that's where I learned to become the god of the ants speaking in my Wonderland. I created the group. I created just to remember the magical moments being a child. And we were a group of 10 people, friends and family, that's it. And then people were growing, and they came and they were all invited, and they were having fun with the things that I was sharing. They would say, oh yeah, and some other people saying something else, some other people saying, so everybody was playing, learning, having fun. And then it got bigger and bigger, and they started telling us what the rules should be. The rule was just to bring positive comments. There is no rule, no advertising. And of course, you don't need to put the rule of respect others. And the first thing was a lack of respect all the time with everything. And then I was dealing with all these people in a very like loving way. And then one woman contacted me and said, I am so in shock at the way you are dealing with all these people attacking you like that. They are attacking an avatar that they remember, and they have no fucking idea who I am. I don't know them, some of them. And they are in the group that it was a family and friends group, and now this is like a big animal party. So at the end, the people won. I am not entering, I don't know what, after many years, after 10 years, maybe now it's full of advertisement, lacks of respect, things like that. It lost the essence completely. But I never thought about closing it. Why? If you want to enjoy it, do it. I'm not gonna say, it's mine and I'm gonna lock it. You know, it's like some people are conflict creators and some other people are conflict avoiders. It's like practicing judo. And I've been talking about this before today at the beach, and I made an artificial intelligence conversation and also a video. But the judo thing is about the Revolver movie when the guy is in the elevator. And I had a conversation with AI that it was bringing me to that moment. Okay, so this woman, I had several conflicts with her. I felt like Osho when he said, I didn't know Osho or anything like that. I met Osho, online 3 years ago. But this was 10 or 12, 10 years ago or more than 10 years ago. So we were having conversations because we had many common things. And one of my best friends, it was her friend. So we had all the common friends and everything, and we had very good vibes, but she was so, whatever, left-handed in the party, whatever, so dual. So it doesn't matter, whatever it was, when I saw that duality that for me, it was transcend so many 100 years before. They say, I'm sorry, I don't see it that way. I'm seeing this other. And she get offended because once you are radical in one side of the coin, and when you say, don't you see that it's just a coin? That makes no sense when you see it from here. And it happened like 3 times. So she stopped speaking with me, crying, insulting me, blah, blah, blah. I was lacking her respect and all these kind of things that I've been receiving all my life. Not complaining is like that. People doing that, lacking the respect, whatever this person was feeling, perfect, you can feel it. But it's not like that at all. You are so egocentric that you are thinking that way because you are in that unidimensional universe that you are 100% right, but infinite percent wrong. And this is so easy to explain. It's so easy. But for people who are so dual, it's impossible. When you don't want to break the duality of everything, because you're gonna lose all your identities and you're not recognizing any of them. That's the problem. I've been speaking with so many people and I am learning from every conversation and I see, oh, okay. And then, okay. And sometimes there is conflict and sometimes, okay. And from the conflicts, I learn how to avoid the conflicts. And it's been like that all my life. All my life, since I am 4 or 5 years old. Well, as I remember, because maybe when I was 3 and 2 as well, I have no idea. No idea. And some of my friends in high school, they thought that I was gonna have a problem because I was having fun and dealing with like tough people and that nobody wants to speak with them and everybody was either drunk or high and I was completely clean and people were saying, this guy is high or what? He must be careful with these people. And I just connect with anybody. I am 16, 17. When I play, I'm playing. So I invite you to my game. So the rules are mine, and mine are so flexible as long as we keep playing. There are no rules, just like in the group. So that's the first woman. The second one from Denmark. I didn't know she was OCD, and she didn't know it either. So fucking OCD. But OCD, there is obsessive compulsive dimensional. No disorder, because everything is a disorder. This capacity to remember all these things, connecting them in this way and no duality is a disorder. But this disorder, you can have it whenever you want just by shaking the foundations of the structure. So this other woman, also, conflict. One night I slept there and I closed the door because I was not sure about her. And then she took my keys. But nothing very, very bad, but nothing cool when you are giving everything, opening your house or everything. And people are following you until they are not following you. And then they get offended. And then there is a conflict. So both of them kept coming like 3-4 times into my life. One online and the other one on real life. Pretending something and going, and I was always accepting. It could be, I always question everything about my behavior because even I tried to be as undual as possible, always giving any other chance for the other person to be any way completely different than what I am getting, because I can be wrong, but that's why I'm doing several things. It's like filters, because it's not that I want to make sure, I want to follow her rules or whatever and see, and so boom, and then I crash against that, and they say, hey, here is like that. Oh, I'm sorry, but so it's like they reach the end of the line and they say, hey, why don't you continue? Because there is a wall here. But it's only in your mind. And then blow your mind, boom, and you say, yeah, all my brain are on the on the wall. And then is when Unzip Your Rational Mind was born. Because before that, I was saying, blow your mind, blow your head, boom, blow your head. But when she was pretending that she was doing it, she did it so literally that she blew her brain on the wall. And I said, but why didn't you let all the butterflies fly to the cosmos or any other thing? But just, you could have chosen anything, and you just chose the most literally tough one, pong. And nothing happened. And then I said, unzip your rational mind. So with her, I was learning, with everybody, I am learning to adapt to people. So because with her, I said words on steroids because she was a fitness champion. So she knows what the concept means. Words on steroids. We were doing some games with that. So I invented for her words on steroids. Some years later, I was speaking with a couple and she was talking about Qigong. And I was telling the same story, doing the same games, and then I said, but I adapt. And then I said, okay, this is words on Qi from Qigong. So it is, for me, it's exactly the same concept. But if I tell the other one words on Qi, when she only understands words on steroids, and if I said the other one words on steroids, she would understand something, but wouldn't feel what the champion, the fitness champion, would be feeling. So there are so many scenarios above the actor that you are talking about that there is no time to do any other thing in order to create conflict or earn a lot of money. No, because just living takes all the time. Play, learn, having fun, for sure. And the for sure is the most important thing. Because if you're not aware that you are doing it, you are not doing it in a higher conscious way, then you are doing it literally, and it's not what I'm talking about. You need to unzip your rational mind in order to be, for sure, playing, learning, having fun. Unzip your rational mind, for sure, play, learning, having fun. Everybody is always welcome until they kill you. What can I do? Everything is for free. Sometimes it costs me money. And everybody's welcome.